Good morning, good morning. Thanks for coming and spending some time with Bigo this morning to trying to see what Bigo eat and how it's affecting his blood sugar, his cholesterol, his high blood pressure, his acid reflux. And as you know, I'm doing combination meals. If you look at my other videos, you would see that I'm testing combination meals, try to identify the different combination of food and how they affect my blood sugar because I'm trying to stay healthy and keep my blood sugar down, and in so doing, also get rid of my acid reflux, keep my pressure down, and my cholesterol. So it's all based on my eating and controlling the amount of energy I put in my body, which if I put the correct amount over a day, it helps me keep my weight down also. So this morning, I'm going to be trying something different. Now my goal is to get to like maybe 100 or so different combination of foods that keeps that doesn't affect my blood sugar. So I have to test I test a lot of food combinations to see 100 that over time that doesn't raise my blood sugar too high. My goal is to always have my blood sugar under 140 after eating 2 hours. After 2 hour and a half, 2 hours after eating, I want blood sugar to be under 140. That's my goal. As a diabetic, under 180 is okay. It's not too bad. But I think I'm trying to reverse my diabetes. So getting under 140 is critical to me. So this morning I woke up and my fasting blood sugar is 103. 103. I did not I did not fast a long time yesterday. So usually my fasting blood sugar is under 100. But I did not fast. I fast only sleeping time last night. I ate kind of late yesterday, about 9 o'clock. Normally I fast about 12 hours in the evening, in the night time, to keep my blood sugar under 100. 2 years ago, my blood sugar, my blood sugar in the mornings after fasting overnight, you fast when you're sleeping, so that's why you fast all night, uh, was in the 150s, 149s, 150s. And that's what scared me, to figure out how to reverse my diabetes and get my blood sugar back in control. And so far, I've been doing a good job eating. Like I said, I know what each food can do to me, but I wasn't actually sure if it was working when I eat certain food that I studied that is good for diabetics. Because I eat an apple, or I eat an orange, or I eat some grits, or I eat some chicken, and I checked my blood sugar after eating each one, and my blood sugar wasn't really coming down, and I wasn't losing any weight. So I wasn't sure what to do. So I decided to try testing myself after eating my meals, my combination of food, and see how that impacts me. Because I was testing individual items, and I think I was eating the wrong items, and I was combining the items incorrectly when I eat. So my sugar was not going down, and I wasn't losing any weight. But once I figured out that if I combine the food properly, I can get a good balance of nutrition and also keep my blood sugar down. And that's what I've been doing. So this morning, I doing something kind of different. Like, I haven't tried this combination before. It may be kind of weird, but I eat all kinds of food and I like to experiment with food. So this morning, what I have here is a fish. I steam some mackerel in butter and a little olive oil and with a little spinach. I put a little spinach and cover the pot and steam it really nice. First I let it kind of cook in the butter with garlics and onions and so on, and then in the oil. And then once it's brown on both sides, I cover the pot and I put the spinach in the pot and I steam that together. So it end up with like a nice sort of a fried steamed fish with just a little, very little olive oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and end up with a nice steamed fish with spinach, and it's very tasty, very tasty. But I thought, okay, if I add some grits to that, how will that work out? Because I hadn't been eating grits. I've been scared to eat the grits, but I said, let me try the grits with something, because the grits may have a lot of carbohydrates. And I'd eat some carbohydrates, so let me try the grits and a piece of bread. So that's what I'll be eating this morning. And so let me, if I can show it to you again here like this, better. Yeah, yep. So right here you can see it's fish, the bread, and the grits. There's a small piece of bread. I like peanut butter, so I always put peanut butter in my bread. And then my grits here. Hadn't had grits in a while because of my blood sugar. So today I'm going to test that out and see what that actually do to me, okay? So I'm gonna enjoy this breakfast this morning. And I didn't show how to cook it, but I explained, and it smells really, really, really good. It smells really good. I'm also gonna be drinking a cup of tea, so you know all what I eat. A cup of green tea, and with my breakfast. So what I will do is I'll enjoy my breakfast, and I'll come back in about an hour and a half and test my blood sugar and let you know if this breakfast affected my blood sugar negatively or not. Now I know the fish is awesome to eat. You know, you get omega-3s, and I know the fish never spikes my blood sugar. The spinach wouldn't spike my blood sugar, but I know the grits may do it, and the bread. But I don't want to eat no carbs at all. So, but what I want to see is when I mix this carb with this other good spinach and fish, how will that affect me? Because I don't know what it is. I'm not a scientist, but it seems to make a difference when I mix the food together. Because if I eat grits by itself alone, I didn't like how I didn't like the response. So when I eat it with something else that offsets it, it looked like there's different response in the body. So today I'll find out for sure how this grits and fish will work out. Okay. So I'll be back in about an hour and a half to let you know how this affected my blood sugar. Okay. So I'll be back. See you in a bit. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been an hour and a half, hour and 35 minutes, and I just took my blood sugar again, and results, I'm at 142. 142. Now, as you know, as type 2 diabetic, 180, under 180 after 2 hours, hour and a half is good. So after hour and a half, 142 is good. I would prefer it to be a little lower, but that tells me the grits and the bread kept me over 140. So if I had to eat that again, I would either don't eat the bread with the grits. It was a small piece of bread, but still the carbs. I think the grits and the fish and the spinach alone would have got me under 140. I think putting the bread in there is what kept me at 142, which 142 is not bad because in about 5-10 minutes I'll be under 140, which is within 2 hours. So it's pretty good. So I would say it's a good meal to eat. Grits with fish. It was mackerel. Mackerel is very good for you, and the grits have a lot of nutrients for your body too. So grits is very nutritious. It has about 32 grams of carb, but it's very nutritious. And the spinach is always good for you. And so it was a good meal. I would recommend that meal again. I would eat again, but I would take off the bread just for the sake of hitting my target of under 140 within 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, if I'd waited another 10 minutes, I'd be under 140 for sure because it's going on pretty fast. So all in all, that was a good meal. And again, the combination was, you know, you saw it, it's fried fish, this fish, steamed, fried, steamed, you know, fish steamed on in the butter and olive oil and the spinach, steaming it, and then the bread and the grits. Very tasty meal, very good. I think it was a good meal. I would eat it again. I take off the bread though, just the bread, because I like grits and I've been staying away from the grits. But I realized no, it just tells me I could eat my grits maybe once or twice a week, and you know, they're very my breakfast meals. So that was good. I hope you learned something from that. I hope you understand that you get to know the combination of foods to eat, and just knowing one item alone, I don't think it was good enough for me. Knowing how 2, 3, 4 items work together as a meal helps me a lot. So now this is very nutritious, and I need a nutrition to fast because I'm going to fast for the next 4 to 8 hours. I'm not sure yet, depending on how hungry I get. But I'm going to fast. But to fast, I need good nutrition if I'm going to fast. So I can't eat junk and fast. You get hungry all the time and feel very weak. So this is a very nutritious meal. I still feel, it's an hour and a half, I still feel full. I still feel pretty good. That means I got a lot of nutrients from the spinach, from the fish, and from the greens. And I had a glass of green tea, which is pretty good for you also. So all in all, a very good meal. My body's ready for fasting. So I'll be fasting the next few hours and before another meal. So I want to thank you for coming. Hope you're learning something from this. and understanding that this is an ongoing process. It's not a scientific experiment or anything. It's just me sharing my daily, or not daily, but maybe once or twice a week, my food I'm eating and the impact on my blood sugar. And so far, it's been going good, and I've been identifying them. So my goal is to list about 100 things that works really good combination meals, so I can be consistent for the rest of my life. Okay, and then I'll share that with you all at some point also. But thank you for coming. Blessings, Bigo. Control the spike so you can enjoy life. That's what Bigo do. Enjoy life. All right. Thank you. Blessings.